Hello again. Today we're going to be doing 3rd grade Math Module 2. We're going to do Lesson 13. Our objective for today is that we are going to round 2 and 3-digit numbers to the nearest 10 on the vertical number line. This is very similar to what we did yesterday in Lesson 12. Before we start, we need to do an application problem. Now, we've seen one of these before. This is a number line that we use to tell time with, right? So, trying to find my cursor. Okay, so down here we have a 0, which would be the beginning of the hour. Over here is a 60, and this would be the end of the hour. So this is just a number line, but we can call it a timeline because it's happening on the segment of a clock. Okay, so here's our problem. The school ballet recital began at 12:17 p.m. and ends at 12:45 p.m. How many minutes long is the ballet recital? So the very first thing, actually I want you to pause the video and give it a try. We've done these before. Give it a try. Pause your video. Welcome back. Okay, the very first thing that I would do is I would mark where 12:17 is. Did you do that? Well, first of all, where is it? 5, 10, 15. What is in between each one of these? That's right, there was 4, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Where is 12:17? Well, first I also need to make sure that this is 12 p.m. And if this is the beginning of the hour, this would be the end of the hour. And this is 12 p.m. as well. Okay, so 12:17, 15, 16, 17, right here is 12:17. This is where it begins. Now, 12:45, where is that? Well, it just so happens that it's kind of handy and falls right on our line. So how many minutes long is it? Well, let's give it a look. Let's count back by 5s and see. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, now we count by 1s, 26, 27, 28. It is, nope, not that, 28 minutes long. Did you write your answer? Please make sure you always write your answer and that you label it with what it is. Okay? Now, I'm going to erase this. And let's move on. Okay, here is my vertical number line. Now let's do the same problem and round this time to see about how much it is. So we know that it's 28 minutes. That's exact amount that we have. What is the 10 in this number? The number that's in the tens place is a 2, so we can say it's 2 tens. So let's put 2 tens down at the bottom. 2 tens. Another way to write that is 20. This is our units. This is our numeral. Okay, what is 1 10 more than 28? That's right, 3 tens, right? Or 30. 1 tens more than 20 is 3 tens. Or 30. What would be halfway between 20 and 30? That's right, it's 25. So in the halfway mark, we can mark 25, but how do we write that in units? That's going to be 2 tens, 5 ones. Okay, now we need to label where 28 is. I'm going to change my color for this, and we'll change it back to blue. So where is 28? Well, this would be 26, 27, 28 is going to be about here. Now, I don't have to label every single one, but we could. 26, 27, 28 is going to be right here, and this would be 29. I know that this is 28 minutes, or 2 tens. Let's put it in units. 2 tens, 8 ones. Okay, wonderful. Now, this is our exact spot, but about how many minutes is it? Is it more than our halfway mark? If it's more than our halfway mark, we need to round up. If it's less than our halfway mark, we need to round down. Okay, so what is it? Well, where's that 25? Right here's 25. And if that's 25 and it's up here, it's above it, which means it's about which 10? It is about 30 minutes. So we can say that 28 is about 30 minutes. Make sure you circle your answer and that you labeled it. Okay, now we did that with minutes. Yesterday we did that with milliliters. Now we can do it with milliliters again, but this time let's do 17 milliliters. Okay, so about how many milliliters is 17 milliliters? First we look at the number in the tens place. So what is our number in the tens place? We have a 1, which means this is 110. Okay, so we put 110 here, or 10. And one more 10 than 110 is going to be what? 2 tens, right? Okay, or 20. Now we need to label the halfway mark. The halfway mark is going to be what? Well, the number halfway between a 1 and a 10, or 0 and a 10 is going to be 5. So this is going to be a 5. This is going to be a 1, 10, 5 ones. Or what number? That's right, 15 milliliters. Remember, don't forget we're milliliters. All of these are milliliters. Now where does 17 fall? It's not 16, it's not 19, it's going to fall about right here. Here's about 17 milliliters. What am I going to round it down? Am I going to round it down or am I going to round it up? Well, what was our rule? 5 and above goes up, 4 below goes down. So what do we have? We definitely have one that's above our halfway mark, or our 5 and above, so we get to label it as, we're going to round it up to the next 10, which would be 2 tens. So 17 milliliters is about 20 milliliters. Okay, make sure you circle it. Okay, but what if I did something? Okay, I want a large one. Let's get a big eraser. There we go. Okay, I want to erase my answer. We said that 17 milliliters is about 20 milliliters, which is true. But now I'm going to mess it up a little bit. Let's change up the situation. Back to my pen. This time I want a different color. So I'm going to do red. What if now, instead of 17 milliliters, I have 117 milliliters? What then? What would this be? Instead of 110, what do I have? Not a 10, because I'm looking at this right here. I want to round it to the nearest 100. Nope, I still want to go to the nearest 10. I'm sorry, the nearest 10, but what if I have it here? And when I put a 3-digit in front of it? Well, then this would be no longer 110, is it? This is 100, 110. Okay, find my eraser. I'm going to have to erase some of this. Okay, now back to my pencil. Let's try this again. Let's fix it. So this is going to be 100, 110. Okay, what's one more 10? Well, it's 2 tens, but we can't put 2 tens up here. What do we have to write? We have to fix this. Okay, back up here. Find my pen. Now I still have 100, but I have 2 tens. Whoopsie. Try this again. 2 tens. 100, 2 tens. So I need to put the 100 here, but I didn't put the 100 here. This is where I need to put this. What happens here? Well, we know this is about 117 milliliters, but what do we need to do to change this one? It's no longer 110 5 ones. It is now 100, 110, and 5 ones, which would be 115 milliliters. So, what is 117 milliliters about? Well, it would be about 120 milliliters. Very similar. The only thing that we did is that we added 100 in the front. We could have added 1,000,000 in the front, and we can still round it to the nearest 10. All right, this is your project for today, so good luck with your homework. We'll see you in the morning.